Welcome all fans. This is the third round of the Nations Cup. My name is Johnny Bravo, and I'll be one of your hosts for tonight. And with me here tonight is my current partner in crime, Eric Cartman. Hubba hubba.
That's right, Johnny. Swell evening, everyone, and let's take a look at some of the details of the upcoming race. Today's track is Autopolis International Speedway in Japan. You might remember it from when we raced on it for the Manufacturers Cup back in March.
And the cars are interested in this round, right, Eric? I believe there is a choice between 5 selected GT3 cars.
That's right, Johnny. Let me take a look. Here it is. The choice is between the Audi R8, Ferrari 458, Honda NSX, Renault RS01, and the Lamborghini Huracan.
That will be a tough choice to make right, since you might have to test all 5 of them.
Well, actually, it's super easy. Barely an inconvenience. The easiest way to make the choice is just to take a look on the online leaderboards and see what cars do well.
Right, that seems clear. I'll take a 4 in can for 200. Alex?
You mean Huracan, eh?
Yeah, whatever. Oh, mama. We'll be driving a total of 30 laps preceded by a 6-minute qualifying round.
Right, and during that race only the soft compound slicks can be used. Like the last race, there is no mandatory pit stop, but no way these soft tires will last all 30 rounds, of course. So the choice is to either make 1 or 2 stops, or 1 stop will be faster, but it depends on if you can make the tires last that long without losing too much time.
When I talked to Dordano before the event, he said he was planning to go for the 1-stop strategy because he tried that in the practice mode and made that work. Speaking of practice, eagle-eyed viewers might have seen his fastest practice time when we viewed the global leaderboards. His best was a 1 minute 45.8 for 3. So his target for qualifying will probably be a low 1 minute 46.
Alright, enough with the yapping. Let's go to the qualifying then.
Let's speed through the qualifying like Liam and Jesse did last time. That seemed to work out pretty great.
Yeah, that's a solid plan. Let's go. Alright, a spot on the first row of the grid, not bad.
Very nice indeed. Keep in mind it's a grid start with a false start check as well this time, so the start could be interesting. Before we forget, here's a look at the available points. 133 for a win. Nice.
Here we go with the Discount Jurassic Park theme song again.
All line up and ready for that real start. Hell yeah, we're not having a rolling start.
start, and not even a penalty for a jump start.
Some cars are just better for standing starts, I guess. Whoops, and a little bump there from being held up.
Oh no, and going into the next turn for wide, that's never going to work.
Luckily one of them backed it, so there was just enough room for three. This will cost Dardanel another position though. Looks like the top four is starting to pull a little gap to the cars behind. Let's look on how that develops.
Ferrari takes a very wide entry into this corner here. It doesn't seem to matter much for speed, though.
Your mother had a very wide entry last night. Hubble, hubble.
God damn it. With the exit from that corner, Dardanel seems to get way more speed and gain a lot of ground every time.
I was going to say something about your mother's exit last night, but never mind. Too easy, just like your mother.
For fuck's sake, Johnny, we talked about this. Cut it out.
Okay, I'll stop. Looks like the field has settled a bit. Let's check back in a few rounds to see if there is more action at that point. We check back in at the start of lap 7 and see that Purple Chris and P2 has picked up a 0.5 second penalty. Let's see if Brooksham and Dardanel can keep close to gain a position.
Looks like the Ferrari dropped off too much. They might miss out here.
Unfortunate. Dardanel will have to find another way past both of them. Seems like he has more pace with how close he remains. We jump to lap 8 now. The Ferrari in front has been dropping off and the others are close behind again. We look at his tires, they seem to be struggling. This man will not be able to make a one-stop strategy work. Let's show Dordonau's tires for reference here.
Quite the difference. Seems like one of them has not really been looking after his tires. And here we see the confirmation. He's pulling into the pits as we speak.
We jump to lap 10 now. Brooks and his Ferrari went into the pits last lap. He was also struggling with tires. The Ferrari might be good in standing starts, but it really burns away the front left tire on this track.
And now in lap 10, we even see Purple Chris pull into the pits. All of them are going for the stop strategies. Finnish driver Sorsa has pulled up close to Dordonau, and both of them seem to go for the one-stop strategy. Both of these drivers have been driving the same pace for a couple of laps now. It doesn't seem like much will happen here. Let's jump forward to the next pit stop.
We are now on lap 15 and we see Dordonau has really exhausted his tires. Pace was pretty decent though. Definitely better after everyone in front made a stop.
Sorsa goes for another lap. It will be interesting to see where he comes out when he stops. And of course also where Dordonau ends up in the field. Well, what a punt. Dordonau was lucky not to be hit here. God damn it! What the fuck is this bullshit?
That came out of nowhere. Wasn't that the guy that drove in front the first few laps and had to pit on lap 8 with destroyed tires? Let's see if there was an incident a bit before this. Okay, here we are. Looks like the guy that get punted off is right behind him. We might get some action here.
Notice how his tires are already quite bad here. He barely drove 7 laps on them. Dordonau is now in the pits for the first time. He really needs to look after his tires more. Well, at least we got confirmed why he might have been mad at the green Lambo, but Dordonau did nothing wrong here. It still seems weird to intentionally ram him off track.
That was definitely intentional. It's strange for sure. At least the guy took himself out as well. Dordonau should be in the clear now. All he can do now is push the pedal to the metal and hope to still get in front of Sorsa after his stop.
And now we saw Sorsa going into the pits. Start-finish is still quite a distance away.
That is unfortunate. It seems the incident with Average GT and the purple Ferrari has cost enough to make Dordonau fall behind Sorsa. We can see Purple Chris and Brooks are also ahead in first and second, but they made very early stops, so the assumption is they will need to make a second stop soon. On the mini-map, we can see they are not that far ahead. When they stop, Sorsa and Dordonau should be ahead again. Let's jump forward a bit to that stop. And here we are in lap 20. First and second are still pretty close, and Sorsa is also still within sight. Let's see if Purple Chris and Brazilian need make their pit stops now.
goes Chris. And Brucione immediately follows, back in first and second now. Hopefully Sorza in front makes some kind of mistake, because pace is pretty equal currently.
We jumped to the last lap. Sadly, Sosa did not make any mistakes and had pretty good pace. He was basically a few tenths quicker each lap, especially near the end when tire wear started to get worse. All that is left now is finish this final stretch and bring that second place home.
Well, not too shabby. Nice second place here. Good to see the one-stop strategy worked wonders, and it really helped to not remain stuck behind those slower drivers from the first stint.
Agreed, and this first place is worth 127 points as well, which is very nice. Well. It seems we got some drama in the post-race chat here.
People are being called cheats. Weird. There was definitely no cheating going on here.
It seems average GT needs to have some lessons in tire whispering to make them last longer. Not driving the Ferrari would probably also help though.
Right you are. And while we are at it, may I suggest a name change for him? He'd best call himself way below average GT for the time being.
What a sore loser. Oh, I know. I need to take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Hey, who's that handsome guy? Hello, 911 emergency. There's a handsome guy in my house. Oh, wait a second, cancel that. It's only me.
God damn it, Johnny.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.